Welcome back, Programming 12. Let's make our ship fly. Well, actually, we'll make it turn first, and then we'll make it fly. So we'll make the spaceship turn, yes. This is where the vectors are really going to shine, so can't wait to use them. This good old pre-vector is going to crush. I improved my spaceship a bit. I added in some nice details, so it's all pretty. I don't know if you can see it. You still can't see it because the mouse is on there. Wow, I like spaceships. Note my Lego spaceship in the classroom if you haven't seen it before. I did some pretty, did some stuff. But then, the show function is still nice and simple. I got all this little extra lines and stroke weight changes and all this kind of stuff. I can make that as fancy as I want, and the show function still stays pretty simple. So that's good. So I guess we're going to start by making sure you have in your interactions tab, make sure you have your keys ready to go. Otherwise, you're going to have some weird debugging issues where you're like, I'm pressing the keys and nothing's happening. And then the problem is, I didn't actually program in any key interactions. So make sure you have that ready to go. Okay, so let's, nope. Yeah, no, yeah, here. Okay, let's get started on making our spaceship. Number one thing to do is, turning our spaceship. Number one thing to do is put in a rotate. So we're going to want to be able to rotate our spaceship. So remember, we first do a translate and then we rotate, because rotate happens around 0, 0. Everything gets rotated around that point, so we want to rotate around that. And do you remember our spaceship here? This is where it's going to rotate around, right? That guy planned it out. So that might turn out to be bad. It might not look realistic, but it's you can adjust the drawing afterwards. So let's do it. So I'm going to do a rotate, and I'm going to rotate around the direction vector. Now I can't just do this because this isn't an angle, but I can get the angle from the vector by saying dir dot heading. So that will return the angle, and whatever angle it's set to, we'll rotate to it. At the moment, it should be 0 because it's facing to the right. Let's just confirm that we didn't break anything. Yeah, great. But if we were to rotate that, if I was to change this p-vector to be pointing down, I'm pretty sure that points down. I'm going to have rotated it because it's 0 in the x and 1 below, so that should be pointing down. Then I think we'll have rotated our spaceship. Yeah, so now it's pointing down. And we can manually rotate it this way. Boy, wouldn't that be tedious, though, to play a video game. So I think we need to use the keys to rotate our direction vector, and then this will just automatically, with the push-pop matrix and everything, will automatically just turn that drawing of the spaceship. So where do we put all that? Well, that's probably an act thing. So we got move. So in the move function, I think that counts as moving, right? Rotating. We can have our key press stuff. So we can say if left and right key. So left key. So this means we've pressed left key. That's how we've set up our interactions. We're turning that on with these built-in key pressed and released functions. So left and right key will control that. So let's go back. So if we press the left key, we want to basically turn the direction vector by a small amount. So we can say dir dot rotate, and then we could choose the amount we rotate. This is in radians, but if you don't like radians, then you can use the radians function to convert. So let's just turn it 3 degrees. So whatever 3 degrees is in radians, and we could do that math, but I'll just default to letting our intuitive understanding of degrees, angles kind of carry the day. So that'll make it, and that'll make it rotate 3 degrees. Actually, I think that's backwards. I think we have to go -3 because of the upside down y-axis. So I'll put negative 3 radians. And let's also, if we press the right key, we'll rotate +3. And that should get us to turn our spaceship by pressing keys. I think it's ready to go. I think we have the move function. Oh, we don't have everything ready to go. There is one more thing we have to do, and that is in our game. Right now, we're just calling the show function. So let's also call the act function. Okay, so let's see if that works. I'm going to run it. Here we are. I'm going to press the arrows, and yes, it rotates our spaceship. The center of gravity is okay. I'm happy with it. It's not perfect, but it's okay. So so now, where do we go next? Well, I want to be able to press like up key and whoosh. I get like a burst of energy, and it will push us along the direction we're facing. And then while we're moving, we should be able to like kind of free spin around. I think that'll make it quite fun to play. Okay, so that's gonna be our next video where we're gonna actually fly. Thanks, everybody.